Hi crafty friends, I am back today with the Stencil of the Month Club and the Wax Seal of the Month Club from Spellbinders February 2024 clubs. I have created, let's see, 4 bonus cards and 2 cards here that we're going to finish together from the stencils. And we are also going to be featuring the wax seal. Now, the wax seal here is the Lily of the Valley. There is the finished one of them. If you can see there. Makes a beautiful oval. Or as I like to say, it's like a thumbprint. It's the size of a thumbprint when you're done with it. Or the ones I make are. This one is a little offset. There's a little extra wax right there, but you know what? I think it's gorgeous just the way it is. And these are really pretty when you go over them with the deco markers. Silver gold, rose gold, all of those colors that the Spellbinders shop has. They're very pretty. I have just done it as a single color there. The wax beads that came with my wax seal are fern. You get 100 wax beads when you join the club each and every month. Now, when these go for sale, if they're still available at the end of the month and they go for sale in the store, you do not get the wax beads with them. It will just be the wax seal. So that is just a perk for being a club member. You do get the 100 wax beads with the club. The stencils this month, I was surprised. You don't just get a stencil. You get the stencil here. It's really pretty. It's right here. It's really pretty. Then you get this stencil with a mask in the center, which I will be showing you. I have used every single one of these. This stencil here, really, really pretty. And you also get this one here, which is right here. And it is beautiful both directions. I've done another sample like this, and we're going to do this one like this. I love that you have so much versatility in this stencil of the month this month. So you get a lot of bang for your buck there. 4 different ways to go in that one kit. So here we go. I have already done the card bases and the backgrounds here, so we are just going to finish these today because I wanted this to be a semi-quick video because I have so many videos this month and so many products I have shared with you and projects I have shared with you. And I went a little crazy with the stencils when I just started playing, so I have so many samples. These 2 and 4 more. So let's just finish these and then I want to share my samples. So this is more of like a show and tell kind of video, I would like to say. And you know, some of these months with these clubs, they are so in depth, these clubs. I might have some videos that are show and tell videos where I just get so deeply involved in creating for the love of creating that I may come some months to you and just share what I've made. Because, you know, after all, when you dive into your craft room and you just start playing, sometimes you don't want to stop. And that's what happened here when I started playing with my inks and my stencils. It had been such a long time since I had really played with just basic, regular background stencils that I just wanted to have fun. Now, these tulips came from the large die. Now, if you have seen my large die of the month video, which has already aired, I will link it up here if I remember. I had not used my tulips. I did something quite different with my Easter basket. If you missed it, you don't want to miss it. You want to go back and see it. So make sure you do that. But I didn't use my tulips. So I thought I would bring my tulips in here. Now, like my small die of the month, I did put my little adhesive back here to kind of pop that up and give that dimension. And I had die cut some extras of these, so I'm going to go ahead, add the glue right here. And I'm just going to give it a little more stability since I already had these die cut. And add that extra right there. And then I'm going to do the same to this front one and back one. I think I may have, maybe I misplaced the other front one. I'll have to see if it shows up during the video, because I had another front one too, but it's okay if it doesn't show up. No one but you and me will find out. Oh, well, I just did that backwards, so that was nice. Get this back on here. I put the glue on the wrong side of the tulip, but that's okay. It's just paper. Get that lined up. Now let's see where we're going to want this tulip. So my idea was that we would have our little branches and our little stems here, and then we would be able to just add our tulips right in here with our little greenery for our flowers, and just have a simple little flower cluster like so. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue right there and put it on the back of my flower. That is my Lolo that you hear in the background, my Lola. She is in my craft room at the moment, so you'll hear her little jingle walking through. I'm trying to think. I think I want them all to come down together. I'm trying to let that glue dry so it doesn't make a mess when I'm moving it around. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this one. And I'm going to put it like right here. Then I'm going to put another one. Well, I want a little space there for the tulip stems, so I'm going to put it right like there. Then I will put another one. I am not doing a seal on this one. So we will put the other one right like so. Then let's see how low we want this one. Yeah, I like that. So I'm not going to glue all the way down, and that way I can trim that bottom piece where I want it. So I like this look right about here. So I'm just going to tap that down. And I'm going to bring in my small little scissors, and I'm just going to trim that right there. Then I'm going to bring in my little sentiment, and I'm going to put this right like this here. And I'm going to get a foam square. I'm adding my foam squares here on either side. Now take that release tape off, and I'm just going to use this to go right over where all of those stems meet. I really like the way that turned out. It's sweet, it's simple, and that background stencil really punches a statement, like a pow. I really like that. Now this sentiment here, I wanted to show you that set because I'm not sure I am going to get time to make a sample from it. It is the Stampin' Die of the month, and it is gorgeous. I am so impressed with this one, but I'm running a little short on time. I have used the sentiments in this set over and over again so far this month, but this is the main event. This I have stamped out on Copic paper to color in the future, but I'm probably not going to get to it this week. So I wanted to show it to you so you do not miss out on this, because I've never seen a stamp and die like this, a clear stamp and die that has a beautiful die like this that is going to cut that gorgeous stamped image out so beautifully. And you know, we have 2 arched die sets now in our collection, so this is going to be beautiful being used with either of those that you probably have in your stash already, or a lot of you do have some sort of arched die set in your stash. And this is just going to be great. On top of that, it has some beautiful sentiments here for spring. You are in my thoughts. Thanks for your friendship. Live life in full bloom. Spring blessings. Celebrate new beginnings. Spring greetings and happy Easter. All of them have coordinating dies, which make it so useful of a stamp set. So I have used it numerous times. Here is one of the examples, and I just think it is well worth your time and well worth the look. So I did not want to not share that with you. So for this card, I am using this sweet little die set. It's item number S1-129, and it is the Happy For You die set that came out as a free gift. It's a 3-piece set, and it has the shadow die, this little inset, and then the happy die that fits right down in here. So you have the words, you have the shadow, and then you have this inset that sits right down here, but they're all separated. So you have the option to do it in 3 separate colors, which I use 3 well, actually here I use 2 inks, but they blended in the metal to create a 3rd ink. So we are going to go ahead and put this together. Oh, wrong. I want to use my precision tip here. Whoops. Like I said, this is brand new filled. So it is, I'm going to tap it off here on my hand so we don't get tons of excess glue. But I'm just going to use my reverse tweezers and simply put these letters in place. Now I have learned with my reverse tweezers that if you start with the way it's going to lay, like this, if you start like this, holding them the way it's going to lay, then turn it over, use your glue, then when you turn it back over, it is ready to lay down perfectly in place. Place it, hold it with your left hand, release, press, done. That is how I've learned to do this easier, and it's making my time go a lot quicker. Looks good. Okay, then I'm going to grab this little guy, and I'm just going to put a little bit on both sides here. I don't want the glue to come through the holes. Look at that. Now this was a free item with offer on the Spellbinders website, but it is now available, I think, for like $6. And it's a really nice size for your card front. So I am going to go ahead and place it right here. And I think, now this is card front that you can do up or down, but I think I'm going to lower it and leave just a little white space. Yeah, a little white space above. I have doubled up this card stock here, the shadow, by just cutting an extra one and putting it behind. I will lay this here, grab my T-square, line it up here, and then just lower that in place. There we go. Perfect. All right, so there's number 2. And this is the one that matches this for the envelope. That's the seal I made for that one. And for my bonus cards, this one here, I have used a stencil using Simon Hurley's Solar Paste. This is Simon Hurley's Beluga Solar Paste on black. Now, the wax seal, that beads that I used, is the new Misty. And I thought that was a pretty close match to that gorgeous solar paste. This is the shift that you get. It looks light blue when you look at it like this. And then when you shift it into the light, you get the true metallic color. And that's the beauty of solar paste. Isn't that cool? It's like it's matte like this is when it's straight on, and then it turns solar. The second one of my bonus cards is this one right here. This is from it's the large die of the month. And then there's our wax seal. And on this one here, I used the new pistachio wax beads. This is another one of the new colors from January. And I matched that with this one here that I did. And I also mixed colors on this one as well to get this background. Now, these oval dies that you're seeing here, those are from the Fluted Classic Ovals. And I'll have that also listed below. Then I have this one, which is the coordination of this one, but the other orientation, the small section on top, large section on the bottom. Did the same thing with that sentiment. Love this sentiment. It's so fun, especially when you have multiple colors. But you could also do this in black and white, or white and black. Would be such striking. So here again, I used 2 ink colors, and it mixed in the middle. And for this one, I did also do a coordinating wax seal. And then last but not least, I could not go without bringing back Simon Hurley's bunnies. So happy birthday here, as I used the stencil with the masked area. And for this one, I took the mask out and I let the blending brushes come into the circle, which gave me this rainbow halo around here. It left a white spot in the middle, and then I added my Copic colored bunny, and I added the sentiment also from Simon Hurley's bunnies. So I will absolutely have that set linked below too, because it is definitely a must-have as well. I hope you have totally enjoyed these. I will have a stitched video later in the month. It is not done yet, but I believe I have given you tons of ideas for this first week in January. So while you're waiting for your clubs, I hope I have gotten your juices flowing and you are looking forward to those clubs to arrive in the mail. I will see you soon for the new releases coming out on either the 6th for club members or the 10th for everybody else. And as always, thank you so much for your support, for following my channel, for just being friends with me, and for following my content, for being in my group over on Facebook, and for just being you. Making these videos is a joy, and having people like you in my life is the reward. So have a great day, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.